Brighton, you might think of mods, rockers, the gay capital of Britain. Maybe feminists, vegans, liberals, hen parties, stag parties, dirty weekends away. Chris Eubank, Katie Price, Fatboy Slim, Brizzle Kicks. You might think of the pier or the Pebble Beach, or seagulls shitting in chips. But did you know the area around Brighton has some fantastic countryside and coastline, and that's what we're going to go and discover today and tomorrow. Another wild camping adventure, let's go. Alright, so I'm heading north from the Palace Pier now, up the Old Steam. This here is the Royal Pavilion. Well worth a visit if you're a tourist in Brighton for the day. The aim today is to get to Lewes. I'm going to head over to South Downs, and then from Lewes go and find somewhere possibly on the South Downs or on the coast to go and wild camp. There's going to be a lot of hills today, a lot of walking, so hence why I'm walking so fast right now. Now, I used to live in Brighton for about 7 years. I used to live just across the road from here. This is Level Park, and I haven't been across here for a couple of years. It was always well known for the alcoholics, the people drinking industrial strength beer, and yeah, they're still there. Good to know some things don't change, isn't it? Right, we're now heading up Elm Grove. It's a long old hill up here, heading up to the racecourse before we can get out onto the South Downs. Yeah, it's a long old hill. Chris Eubank wrote about this hill in his autobiography. This is where he used to do all his road work, and when he was world champion, that's where he used to do all his running up and down these hills. And yeah, boy, it does get you fit. Alright, here we are at the top of the hill, Fox on the Downs pub over there, and that's where I've come from. So way out of the city centre already, and now we just head on down this road here. Alright, just walked along the road a little bit there, that's where I've come from. Beautiful views down there to the sea, and what we've got to do now is head over the road to this footpath. When it's safe to cross, thank you. And here's the footpath. And less than an hour after leaving Brighton City Centre, we're officially in the South Downs National Park. Okay, admittedly it is just a footpath that goes along the side of the busy road, but we're still in the national park, so it counts. So now we wave goodbye to Brighton over there in the distance. Bye Brighton. You see over there Worthing away, way in the distance, and we continue on to Lewes. Looking a bit gloomy out there now, guys. It's probably a good thing. My nose is still a little bit sunburnt from hiking last week. Let's carry on, onwards into the gloom. So, less than an hour and a half out Brighton, and already just in pure countryside. No noise, no one to see, nothing to hear apart from the buzzing of the bees and the singing of the birds. Lovely. So here we are on the ridge of the South Downs Way, looking north. Over there to the northwest is Brighton Hove Albion football ground, and in the Middle distance there, I can just about make out Lewes. Have a little stop in a minute for a first lunch in Lewes. I'm going to get a second lunch. Walking a lot of miles today, so I'm allowed extra lunches. Right, so this is the amusingly titled Jugs Road, just passing through Kingston near Lewes. So called so you don't get it mixed up with Kingston, Jamaica or Kingston upon Thames. And as you will have seen on the sign just there, 1 mile and 3/4 to Lewes. Hello. Hello. Do you want some petting? Want some petting? God, these flies must drive you mad. No, no petting. Just food, yeah? Food, you heard that, yeah? Sorry, I haven't got any. Still on Jugs Road. Not far to go now. So this is Lewes. Lewes is easily one of my favourite towns in Sussex. It's old, it's quirky, it's got great pubs, great buildings. Lovely little town. So that was Lewes. Now I'm going to be walking up here. A great big hill. I'll see you at the top. Save you having to watch me sweat and gasp of breath. Oh, it's a pretty steep climb. Just at the top now. Wave goodbye to Lewes. There she is down there. Bye Lewes. And continue up here. So the scenery around here is all very similar, sort of rolling countryside, undulating hills, downs as we call them. And the way I describe them, or the way I describe this scenery is it's pleasant, not spectacular. It's not, it's not the Highlands, it's not the Lake District, it's certainly not the Alps, but it's pleasant. Apart from the last section, the coastal section at the end of the South Downs Way, where we'll be going tomorrow, possibly tonight, that I would describe as spectacular, but we'll see that tomorrow. For now, it's just more going up these downs, up and down, up the down, then down the down, up and down the downs. Yeah, that works. Up and down the downs. And look at that, the sun's come out. Yeah, sorry, I need to go that way. Bloody sheep, give me dirty looks. This is a footpath. Cheeky. Yeah, same to you. That view, isn't it glorious? Heading down there now to Glynde. Seriously, seriously, what is it with these sheep? Look at this. should be teaching your lambs better than that. Yeah, you're a bad mum. Now we're entering Glynde. I like Glynde. It's very quintessentially English little village. Always very quiet around here. Kind of place where the only shop closes at 2 in the afternoon. The village stores. All the houses are different, all the architecture. Let's go up this side for a better look. Alright, I've got two options here. I can either take the route straight across the road, which is a slower route. It takes me out a little bit of where I want to go, but gets me straight back onto the downs. Or I can go along the busy dual carriageway here, the A27, for a little while, which is what I'm going to do. And that'll take me across to Firle. Where I still have to climb up onto the downs. It just saves me, where it cuts the corner basically. So let's do that. A little bit of road walking. It's not my favourite, but I'm short on time, so it's got to be done. Right, that's the road left behind, thankfully. Just heading through Firle Place now, and up onto the South Downs again, and back over the other side, and then around to the River Cuckmere. Hopefully to find tonight's sleeping arrangements around there somewhere. It's turning into quite a long walk now. I mean, it'd normally be quite a long walk anyway, but I'm just back from a week's hiking in the Lake District in Yorkshire Dales. And my feet hurt, my legs still ache. It's only a few days ago that I got back. It's also quite sunny today, so I'm on this lower track at the moment, and I'm quite tempted to stay on it, which would mean I don't have to climb up that great big hill there. The thing is, it doesn't make for very good content, so I'm going to climb up it for you guys. The views will be pretty nice up there. And then up, down over the other side, and that'll be all the hill walking for today, and that'll just be a river walk, hopefully as far as the coast. So here's where I leave the nice flat track into Alfriston, and I go up this massive great big hill. I hope you lot appreciate it. That was hard work. We made it. It's well worth it, the kids. better after a 5-minute rest. Well, it turned into about 15 really. Definitely worth the climb up. Got my first view over there of the Seven Sisters. And just a couple of miles or so, and I'll be in the village of Alfriston. I think I'm going to make it down to the seafront tonight. I think I'm going to make it. My feet are hurting, but we struggle on. Someone's not happy. Now heading into Alfriston. So this is Alfriston. Lovely little village, great pubs, got a medieval sort of vibe to it. It's a little on the pricey side, but this is Sussex, don't you know, darling? So this is where the South Downs Way divides, here by Jevington, the home of banoffee pie. That's across the downs, across the hills. This way towards Exeat, or Excrete as some certain friends of mine call it. This is the way down to Cuckmere Haven and the more spectacular route across the cliffs, which is obviously, as you can see, where we're headed today. Now I do love a good riverside walk, don't get me wrong, but when it says 3 miles back there, I'm pretty sure that's as the crow flies, because the amount it meanders, it feels like at least double that. It's a long old walk. Still, it's a nice evening for it at least. So this is what I mean about it meandering. Look, it goes around there and snakes. You might be able to see the Littlington White Horse up there. So as I was saying, yeah, it just goes up here, then snakes around there, and it just keeps going. It's still a lovely evening for it though. Army of geese. I'm glad they're over that side. Oh, it's blooming hundreds of them. Now I'm definitely glad I walked on this side of the river. Now that's the way to travel in these parts. Right, that's one side of the River Nile done. Now I've just got to go through here. It's Cuckmere Haven, or Cuckmere Haven. Almost there, guys. I'm ready to drop, I tell you. I'm really tired. Legs ache, my feet ache. Lovely evening for it though. Right guys, here we are, we've made it, Cuckmere Haven Beach. Over there we've got the Seven Sisters, or at least part of it. That's where we're going to be walking tomorrow. Seaford Head over there, and the Coast Guard cottages, and something of a sunset over there. It's 8 o'clock, there's a few people around, but not many, just a little group up there. I'm just going to wait for them to disappear, then I can start setting up. But yeah, happy to have made it. It was a slog, especially that last bit along the river. That was really tiring. So I'm just going to sit and relax for a bit now. Might have a beer. Yeah, let's have a beer. I've carried it all this way. Now I'm a big fan of the brewery Northern Monk from Leeds. They do some really good beers. I've never had a bad one until this. Aunt Bessie's Jam Roly Poly Jam and Custard Pale Ale. I mean, who even thinks of these things? They come in packs of 4. I've already had the other 3. I forced them down. And the reason they come in packs of 4 is because you wouldn't ever buy more than one. I'm going to give it another go. That's still awful. Even after a long day's hike, and I'm thirsty and tired, that beer should really hit the spot, but it's still, even with all that taken into account, it's still a 3 out of 10 at best. It's awful. I'm not doing very well, guys. Not only was my beer crap, but I also forgot to bring a jacket, and I've got shorts on, so I'm probably going to get a little bit cold soon. Luckily everyone's gone, so I've got the whole beach to myself, which is brilliant. I'm just heading up here now to look for somewhere to camp. Also, I forgot to bring my burner. Well, I didn't forget to bring it. I was going to bring a dehydrated meal and cook that, and then I remembered I had some like leftovers pasta, so I just quickly shoved that in my bag and took the burner out. But I forgot that I've got porridge in the morning. I'm going to have water with the porridge, which would have been hot water, which would have been okay, but now it's going to be cold porridge. Cold watery porridge to look forward to for breakfast. Can't wait. If I'd had my burner, I could have cooked these up. Look, I've just come across this weird crab circle. Look, here's the crabs, obviously. Someone's just made like a little circle of crabs, like some satanic crab ritual. Weird. I don't have nightmares about that tonight. I'm probably going to have nightmares about crabs and never-ending rivers. Oh, what's this say? Be my GF. Gluten-free? No, girlfriend. It's a bit desperate, isn't it? It's what I love about the beach, some of the weird stuff that gets washed up. I mean, look at this. That looks like a propeller. Look, Volvo Penta. Oh, that's heavy. Ugh, can't lift that. If you know what that might have been, get in the comments, let me know, because that's a mystery to me, bizarre. Well, so that's about it for me tonight, guys. I'm all set up here, just under the cliff. Not too close to the cliff because it is eroding, and I don't really want to get squashed like a pancake in the middle of the night. And also I'm far enough away from the sea so the tide doesn't come and sweep me out. It's been a long day, guys. It's only about 9:15, but I'm ready for bed. I've been on early shifts this week as well, so getting up at 4 in the morning and stuff, so my body clock is already telling me it's sleepy time, aside from all the walking that I've done today. So I'll see you in the morning, guys. I've got my alarm set for 4, so whether I make that or not I don't know, but I should certainly try. See you in the morning. Good morning, guys. It's about 10 to 5. It's nice and warm. Okay, I'm lying, it's a little bit chilly. Could do with the jacket, but it's not too bad. I'm not at the teeth chattering stage yet. All packed away, no trace left. Slept all right. I did wake up a few times. It's a really nice night. I was just watching these ships. You might be able to see one there in the distance. The ships were going past and the wind farms lights were going off. But yeah, got to sleep about 10 and slept pretty much all the way through, apart from once or twice I woke up. Right, so here we go. Going up the cliff. Whew. Pretty brutal way to start the day. It's a beautiful morning, guys. About 5 o'clock now. There's no chill in the air at all. A little bit of wind, like a tiny bit on my back, facing this way. Sun's rising over there. We're headed over here. All that's missing now is a coffee. I won't get one of those until I get to Eastbourne, about 10 miles away. But I do have my cold watery porridge to look forward to. Here's the classic view here. Just got to make it down to Berlin Gap, which I'll try and zoom in on. Just going to make it down to there and have a bit of breakfast, relax for a bit. Could easily go back to sleep, to be honest, but I can do that later. Have a little siesta. What a beautiful morning. Okay guys, I'm at Berlin Gap. There we are. That's where we've come from over there. Cuckmere Haven, that's Seaford Head, the last cliff at the end. And that's the Seven Sisters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's 7 anyway. Presumably it is. Heading up there towards Beachy Head and Eastbourne. For now, I'm just going to go and sit down here and eat my cold watery porridge. There was a sign back there that said Eastbourne 4.5 miles. Now it's saying 5. Someone's playing games with us. So you see the cliff edge is roped off, which is mainly due to the Instagram types You want to get that amazing selfie, dangling their legs off the edge of an eroding cliff. Some might call that natural selection. I mean, the rope's not going to stop them anyway, is it? Let's be honest. Just by the Bell 2 lighthouse here, and if you want to see what I mean about the erosion, look at the cliffs here. Hopefully the camera picks it up, but there's massive cracks in the cliff. There's another one over here. I shouldn't be getting this close myself, really. And it's a long way down. Let me show you how far down it goes. That's a long old drop. The iconic Beachy Head lighthouse there. This being Beachy Head, one of the most iconic places to commit suicide in the UK. Looking back where we've come from, Bell 2 lighthouse there, Burning Gap's just below it. And you see right down towards Seaford Head there, that's where we started. Bit of a gloomy day, unfortunately. I did promise it'd be spectacular. And whilst it's nice, it's much nicer on a warm sunny day. But still, that's the thing about the outdoors, isn't it? You can't just choose the weather. You turn up and hope for the best, especially in England. And here we have our first view of Eastbourne. Up here there, that's where we're headed. And way off in the distance, that's Bexhill going on to Hastings. So that's the official end of the South Downs Way. Winchester, 100 miles that way, if you're starting from here. I mean, you probably shouldn't. It doesn't make much sense to start at the sea and work your way across inland. So now I've got to walk about 1.5 miles or so. Yeah, 1.5 miles according to the sign there, into Eastbourne town centre. So Eastbourne has a bit of a reputation as God's waiting room, and it's kind of justified. There's a lot of old folk about, popular hotels and stuff for them, lots of tea rooms and stuff like that. Fair play. But it's an alright town in its own right. It's got some nice restaurants. It's a lot nicer than it used to be. Nice big new shopping centre. They're doing a lot of building work, as you can see there. But yeah, it's all very quiet compared to Brighton. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I was going to end it up here on Eastbourne Pier, as we started the video on Brighton Pier, but it's closed, despite it being 9 o'clock in the morning. So just ending it down here on the beach. I hope you enjoyed the video. Nothing more to say really, except I'm going to go and get a proper breakfast, one that's not watered down or cold, and a coffee, much needed. See you next time guys, thanks for watching.